Hi, fourth graders. Happy Tuesday. Today in math, your goal is to round multi-digit numbers to any place value. The first thing that you need to do is take out your application problems packet, and your job is to complete the word problems in your application packet on page 4 at the bottom. So it looks just like this. There are about 41,000 Asian elephants and about 470,000 African elephants in the world. About how many Asian and African elephants are left in total. Okay, so that is your goal. And you need to make sure that you have a model of some sort, an equation, and a statement or a complete sentence to communicate your answer. That should take you about 5 minutes, and there's a 5-minute timer if you need that. You can pause this video now and complete that, and then come back. I'll wait here. All right, welcome back. The next thing that you're going to do is work on the lesson 9 problem set. And of course, we need to practice some things together. So feel free to solve along with me or to just watch me and then go back and rewatch and solve these equations with me after. But you definitely want to be watching and practicing as you go. You will need the lesson 9 problem set, which looks kind of like this, a pencil, and you might want to have your whiteboard marker and eraser. All right, let's get started. I'm going to use blank paper for this, but you could use your whiteboard if you wanted to, or scrap paper to practice. Whatever is easier for you and most comfortable for you. I'm also going to use marker just because it's easier for you to see in a video than anything else. First, we're going to practice rounding to the nearest thousand. If you notice in our problem set, our models are missing now. And so we're being expected to round without a number line. However, if you have a hard time picturing that, or you feel like, yeah, I am just guessing and I'm not sure, then I would say, like me, let's make a number line, because I'd rather take an extra second to make a number line and be correct than have to redo my entire problem set. All right, so I'm going to round 3,600. These three numbers to the nearest thousand. And I'll write my answers right below them. Okay, so I'm going to start with this 3,600 to the nearest thousand. And the first thing I need to ask myself is what digit is in the thousands place? And I can see that this 3 is in the thousands place. So right away, I know my bottom benchmark number is 3,000. Then, since I'm rounding to the thousands place, I can say in my head, what is 1,000 more? Well, I know this 3 is in my thousands place, so 1,000 more would be 4,000. Now I need to ask myself, what is my midpoint? And I know halfway between 3,000 and 4,000 is 3,500. And finally, I can see that 3,600, which I know I need to plot with a point and write, is definitely closer to 4,000. And so I can read this as 3,600 rounded to the nearest thousand is 4,000 because it falls in that top half of my number line. All right, let's try another one. Now this is a different number because we can see there are only 4 digits in 3,600, but this number has actually 5 digits. Now I want to ask myself, how many thousands are in this number? Not just in my thousands place, but how many total thousands? And I can see that there are 52 thousands. Just like I did before, now I want to ask myself, what is 1,000 more? Well, I know that my 2 is in my thousands place, and so 1,000 more would be 53,000. Next, I need to find my midpoint, and I know that's really kind of halfway between 2,000 and 3,000, or 52,000, 53,000. So 52,500. I can see here too that when I'm working in my thousands place, I have digits that are not 0 that go all the way to my thousands place. And then in my midpoint, it's really my hundreds place. So I'm noticing that pattern there. That's changing to a 5 there. All right, let's see. So I know that my midpoint is 52,500, and that's a little bit bigger than this 52,409. So I'm going to plot it about right here. And I can see that when 52,409 is rounded to the nearest thousand, it rounds to 52,000 because it falls in the bottom half of my number line. Now I bet you're ready for this last one here, this 6-digit number, 806,473. And since I'm rounding to the nearest thousand, I know that I need to pay attention to the total number of thousands, and that's 806,000. Next, I need to ask myself, what is 1,000 more? So the only digit that will change is my thousands place in this case, and that's 807,000. And just like my other patterns of numbers here, I can see that my midpoint will be 806,500. And I know that's just slightly less than my midpoint. So I can see 806,473 rounded to the nearest thousand is 806,000 because it falls in the bottom half of my number line. Okay, so there'll be a picture of that if you need to review that. Now let's add on another layer. This time we're not going to round to the nearest thousand, but instead we will round to the nearest, that's right, 10,000. And so I'm going to first round 48,000, then I'll round 32,860, sorry, and then 906,286. All right. Again, I'm going to put my rounds 2 symbols in there. This time I know I'm rounding to the 10,000, so this is going to look a little bit different, but you're ready for it. Okay. Since I'm rounding to the 10,000s place, then I know that I need to focus a lot on the 10,000s. I can see that there are 4 10,000s or 40,000 here. If you're having a hard time seeing the 10,000s place, then you should have your whiteboard out and you can stick that number right into your whiteboard. Now I need to ask myself, what is 1 10,000 more? And I know that this digit in my 10,000s place is going to increase by 1. 40,000, 50,000. Now halfway between 40 and 50 is 45, but this is talking about thousands. Now I can see that 48,000 would be in between 45 and 50,000. And I can see that 48,000 rounded to the nearest 10,000 is 50,000 because it falls in the top half of my number line. Let's try another one. Again, I know I'm rounding to the nearest 10,000, so I'm focused on that 10,000s place. There's a 3, so I know that's 3 10,000s or 30,000s for my bottom benchmark number. I ask myself, what is 1 10,000 more? And I know that's 40,000. My midpoint is 35,000. Then I can see that 32 would be between 30 and 35. 32,860 definitely falls in the bottom half of my number line. And so I know that 32,860 rounded to the nearest is because, very nice. Finally, here's where things get a little tricky sometimes. I'm still asking myself how many total 10,000s there are, but there aren't just 0, there are actually 90. So there are 90 10,000s or 900,000s. Then I need to ask myself, what is 1 10,000 more? So the only digit that's going to increase is that 10,000s place, and that's 910,000s. Now I need to ask myself, what's between 900 and 910? Well, it's 905,000. And I can see that 906,286 would be right above that 905,000. And so I can say that 906,286 rounded to the nearest is, because it falls, well done. All right, now for our final layer, and I bet you can guess, we're rounding to the nearest 100,000. Okay, I'm only going to do 2 for this one. We'll do 847,370 and 982,475 rounded to the nearest 100,000. All right, let's try it out. Here I'm underlining my 100,000 because that's the place I'm focused on. I can see that my bottom benchmark number be 800,000. 100,000 more would be 900,000. And my midpoint is 850,000. I can see the 847,000 would fall below that 850. So I can say that 847,000 rounded to the nearest 100,000 is 800,000 because it falls in the bottom half of my number line. Okay, and our last one, I know I'm focused on my 100,000s place, so my bottom benchmark number will be 900,000. 100,000 more will be 1 million. What? Then I know that 950,000 is my midpoint, and 982,475 would fall about here. And so I can see that this number, 982,475, rounded to the nearest 100,000, is 1 million. Whoa. All right. So today, your job is to complete this whole page 136 to the best of your ability. If you need number lines, then I suggest you create them. I always like my number lines, and so I pretty much always use them. You can do it on a separate sheet of paper, in the margins, or on your whiteboard to help you. Your other job is to complete for A, B, and B on page 137. So make sure you circle those now. I'm going to be collecting those for our grade. All right, have a great day today. All you can do is your best. Don't stress about it. I just want to see what you know so that I know how to help you. I'll talk to you soon.